Yep, so it's Carl Reese back to smash these metal motherfuckers into junk. Yeah, let's have it and crack on. Oh, this should be my warning. Because it's entirely true. It's probably the only fucking true thing they say in this whole entire and utter documentary. Because it does contain many scenes that some actual true human beings such as myself and yourself may find very disturbing.
In a world where technology improves every second, I meet a group of people who believe that technology and humanity should combine.
We can do more than what we're currently capable of.
I speak to those at the beginnings of their journey,
that I am slowly turning myself into a plot machine.
and those who have taken their evolution into their own hands.
Oh, the thing in Iran was very scary.
But I do think it's also quite frightening.
This is my journey into the world of transhumanism.
Right, what do I tell you about flashes? Okay, whenever they flash something or distort something, it's to get into your cognitive functions, okay, your subconscious, your theta waves, so they can implant thoughts and feelings. However, this is even more intriguing. What he's doing here is the seal, okay? It's 9/11 in Roman numerals. I'll show you what I mean, okay? See this? That's 9/11. They love the number 9. It's the dragon. And they love the number 11. It's the pillars. Even the compass, diamond, G for geometry, Freemasonry sign, same shit. That 1, X, X, 1. Okay? It's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Look, see? That is what that is. He's being puppeteered to do this, the black and white. Okay? He follows it up with the mother, which is
Transhumanism.
the spider. Okay? That's not what fear looks like. It's not even what empathy looks like. He's joining the limbs, 4 and 4 making 8, which is the infinity symbol, and he's joining it to the head. That's the mother, that's the hive mind. Okay? All the tentacles, all the tendrils, the octopus tentacles, the AI tendrils. Okay? It goes right in the back of our fucking spines. The holographic matrix. See, this is the early stages of a cult. To think that science and technology is the only way, okay, that the race can evolve. Whether it be physical or mental. Notice they don't say anything about emotional or psychological or spiritual. Because to them, that's not human. It doesn't even exist. But they know that there is a creator and they know there is a destroyer. Because they are more biblical than the ones of us that don't believe in science whatsoever. I don't know how people can't see this. I really don't. So I'm going to try and show you. But I'd imagine if you're watching this video and you've seen others from my channel, you know all this already.
My journey started when I decided to look into the world of transhumanism. I was given access to a forum and I was shocked to find people upgrading themselves from home using equipment that they bought from various websites.
Now, they're doing this because they've seen it. Monkey see, monkey do. Okay, that's what's going on here. Who do you think implanted, forgive the pun, this shit into people's heads to make them go online and think, yeah, dude, I want to look like this motherfucker. I want to look like that motherfucker. They did. Okay? It's controlled opposition.
One of the website's dangerous things came with this warning attached to its products.
Wonder what that is. You see, the RFID chip is more than just a tracking chip. Okay? This shit inside it is AI. Okay? It's programmable matter, it's smart dust. It's that goo. Surely you can see that, right?
These kits definitely contain dangerous things.
Do you know what? He goes on for fucking ages. I'm going to skip this mush and get you to the bits that you need to hear and see, and that I'd imagine you want to hear and see. Give me a moment.
The most popular and most well known by far is a girl called Genova Rain. Genova Rain is a transhumanist.
Genova Rain. What did I tell you about the A's? They have not completed their great work yet, so they leave the raft out of the A's, okay, the capstone. You will always be able to tell what side some of these people are on by the way they leave their A's in titles of bands, albums, films, businesses, companies. Yeah, so Gen, that's gene, okay? As in genetics, genes, okay? Ova is oval. Comes back to the divine feminine, okay? The V and the A, without putting an L in the end, the V and the A is as above, so below, okay? And then rain, well, rain is the rain man, which is Lucifer, Satan. He fell as rain. He fell as lightning, but the rain signifies the drenching, okay? It's meant to be Satan's ejaculation, Satan's urination upon the masses. As disgusting as that sounds, that's as disgusting as he is. And his followers.
And she says she does 5 of these a week, but that number is rising rapidly.
5 of these are... Wait, 5 is the number for slavery and death. What does the RFD chip do? It puts you into a dead-like state. Okay? It makes you a slave. What's a slave? A robot. You see what I mean? Once you've got eyes to see and ears to hear, you see and hear it everywhere.
She's definitely someone that we should be going to speak to.
Yeah, she's a Canaanite, from what I can tell. But we wouldn't want to say things without having all the facts first, would we? Because that's what these transhumanists do, okay? They don't give a fuck about the repercussions. They're running out of time. You understand? They don't give a shit. They can do whatever they can to survive. When you say it like that, you see what I mean? It's almost like, well, nothing wrong with that. We want to survive. No. They want to survive by making sure you don't. That's how they feel they can, and it's the only way they can.
We arrived in Leicester.
Water and femininity, part of what they're trying to show you here, which is the divine feminine, okay? They even got the snake in the middle, the octopus, what did I tell ya? Okay, the tendrils, okay.
We came to meet Stephen, who was on his way to get chipped by Genova Rain.
Alright. You got here then. Good to meet you. Nice to see you. How are you? Good.
Good to meet you, nice to see you. Okay? That's linguistic contradiction. It's one or the other. Of course they fucking know each other, but they think you're too stupid to know that they do. Watch again.
Got here then. Good to meet you. Nice to see you. How are you? Good. How was your trip?
Thanks.
So fake. So fake. So fake it gives you a toothache.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. What have you come for?
Come to get a microchip implanted into my hand.
And why?
Well,
Left hand. The left hand path. Lucifer.
there's lots of reasons why. The main reason, I guess, is to evolve with the world.
Talk to me about transhumanism.
Evolve with the world means making the world evolve.
I like
So we have no choice.
the idea of transhumanism because transhumanism is the idea that you can evolve and you can engineer your way into the future, I guess.
No, you guessed wrong, mate. Sorry. You can evolve yourself. That's the whole point. We've been made to grow. Okay, that's going to stunt your growth because you're not growing as a human anymore. You're growing as a technology add-on. You're an app because you're never going to be your own technology or in control of your own technology as technology. You're an add-on. Okay. You're a fucking garage. You're a garden shed. You're a porch.
You know, if I want to develop my own tech, then why not develop my own tech that can respond to my biology?
What's this going to do that you're getting on today?
Log me into my computer, open locks for me, open my front door, I can open my car, and things like that.
Right, so basically, if evolution did work the way that we've been taught by the ones that we called scientists, that were all fucking Freemasons, all of them. Da Vinci, Dali too, but he's my favourite painter. Oh, I'm going to do a video on when you find out that all your heroes are villains. It's going to be very sad. Needs to be done though, I think. Darwin, I meant Da Vinci and Darwin, to name a few. What's the point? Yeah, so if evolution was the way that they have taught us that it is, then we'd probably have arms that reach around the fucking clock by now because of the laziness, okay, of wanting to turn on our fucking computers, open our front doors, light switches, all that shit, without having to reach and do it. Come on, man.
Hopefully in the future I'll be able to pay for things. I wouldn't see it as me trying to make myself better. I don't mind being biological, you know, but if I can be part mechanical, I just think that's so much more awesome.
Of course it is. Of course it's going to seem awesome because we've had nothing but indoctrination of just how awesome being a robot really would be. Okay? My favourite film of all time is RoboCop, the original. Okay? Not that triumphant, because it wasn't triumphant, dubstep themed fucking mess that they remade. But yeah, it's RoboCop. It always has been, always will be. So that says a lot, doesn't it? You know, and fuck me, did I think that would have been cool. Difference with that film is it's ultimate truth in plain sight because that film's actually about the human soul. It's not about robots. Okay, it's a cynical satire, and almost everything that happens in that is happening now. In fact, we're past it. It's been put in our brains is the point that it's cool. What do I always say? They've made bad look like good and good look like bad. Not even that good look like bad, just good is boring. It's tedious. You know? It's not. It doesn't have to be. To me, the badness that they're on about is truly fucking boring because they're all like. It's all the same shit.
You know, look at how many people die of horrific disease every year, and yet they pray every day. It's just no use.
Oh, if these are not Luciferians, I don't know who are. Okay? Come on. Come the fuck on now, guys. So when he says it's just no use, what he's saying is that they're no use. We're no use to them in doing that. Do you understand? It's not it's just no use. The only way that sentence will make sense is if it's all for nothing. It's a very strange way of saying it. Listen again.
Disease every year, and yet they pray every day. It's just no use. But we have created medicine. We can engineer our.
Do you see what I'm getting at? They're slipping in their young age.
Way no use. They have horrific disease every year, and yet they pray every day. It's just no use. But we have created medicine. We can engineer our way out of our problems.
Right, you haven't created medicine. Okay, medicine comes from the environment. It comes from plants. Okay, it comes from Mother Nature before the nature was given a mother. Before it was infected and injected with evil, with AI. Okay, with Pandora's box. They just take credit for everything that makes them look good and pass the buck on anything that makes them look bad.
Extremely passionate. Absolutely.
You're quite passionate about this, aren't you? So is this the beginning for you of... It's today like your technological baptism?
That is a fantastic way to put it.
That is a fantastic way of fucking put it. You know what? For the first time, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with that. That is a fantastic way of putting it. As in fantastical, okay? Don't fucking tell me these people do not believe in a creator and destroyer. There is no need for us to keep hearing these biblical, tailored chants and carefully developed mantras, okay? They know. They don't just think. They actually do know that there is a one true creator. And they know that they're running out of time. Completely and utterly and entirely not necessary. They fucking said it anyway, didn't they?
Like your technological
Look at the heart in the background here, the attack on of it,
baptism?
and the seal of Saturn underneath it.
That is a fantastic way to put it. Yes. This is like the step that I can take.
It is the step that you can take. Yeah, it is. It's the step in going under the wrong side of the veil. You can't go back. 1 step, 1,000-mile journey, 1,000 miles, 1,000 years. That's what Lucifer did, and fucking look how it turned out for him.
Into
The future.
Yeah, until the future. What future?
Stephen's views
He won't have one.
and upgrading himself were intriguing, and the time had come for him to get his first chip implanted by
See these spikes? That's all part of the AI, okay? Same as the coronavirus, when you look under a microscope at it. Same shit. You'll see it on my artwork.
Genova Rain. She did all of her procedures from a small studio above a post office.
This is how we are making ourselves human plus, is what we call it.
Human plus. Human plus, not more than human. Human plus, as in human plus something else. Okay, trust me, it's more than just robotics.
We're better than being human. We're advancing ourselves to have more than what we were born with, more than what we were given with.
See, how fucking ungrateful is that? What we were given. Do you understand? You see how they keep patching themselves out? So they know there's something higher than them. They know, and that something is Satan, but they also know there's something higher than it. Because she, the fucking tyrant, Kronos, Satan, did not give them what they've got to live. Do you understand that? They know exactly what's going on and what's gone on. They just don't fucking want you to, which is why I'm trying to show you.
We're advancing ourselves to have more than what we were born with, more than what we were given with.
Look at the fucking duper's delight. She knows.
We can do more than what we're currently capable of.
And then she finishes with that just to bring it back down to reality.
Take a nice big breath in. Amazing. Cool, that is one. Did you feel much of that?
I did feel that. There's a fair little pinch there.
Okay, so you did not react at all.
It wasn't so bad. Before I was a transhumanist in theory, but now I'm a transhumanist in practice.
Scripted. Absolutely scripted. Okay. Everything's a fucking film to them because it's all fake. Actors act. Yeah, they're acting.
I really have done it now. Taken that first step.
And I don't know if you noticed, but his demeanour and persona before he gets it done, and his demeanour and persona after he gets it done, is very fucking different. Okay? That's because the chip that they've implanted, which is also the chip that's going to get implanted into the vaccines for this COVID-19 that they're going to put inside you. What's the vaccine called? Remdesivir? So it's going to make you think you're awake when you're actually in a coma-like state. What do you see here?
More people
In practice. I really have done it now. Taken that
They always got to do is heighten its hand here and wave it. It wouldn't fucking change anything. Yoo-hoo, hello. There's nobody in there anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I fucking wish I'm wrong. That's what I always say, isn't it? And I mean it. I really mean it. I really hope I'm wrong about all of this. Because if I'm right, you know, I've got to do something. We've got to do something.
More people
I take the piss and I have a dig, but they're still humans until they lose their humanity. You know what I'm saying? A life's still a life.
practice. I really have done it now. Taken that first step.
More people for believing in transhumanism were more out of necessity than desire.
Well, the first cyber enhancements I had weren't voluntary. They were through the hospital because I was in a very bad car accident that fractured my back.
Barclays, very satanic banking organisation in Britain here. The eagle we've already covered. It's Roman jurisdiction. It's also symbolic of the vulture, the predatory reign of the reptilians. So, snowflakes. Okay, it's the Star of David. You have the cube in the middle here, the hexagram cube. Okay, and of course the yellow, the pink, the blue for the divine feminine. Okay. Oh, and what's this here? Is that the fucking Grim Reaper's face? Kronos. With what? The seal of Saturn on the forehead. The cube, the cross. Okay? All crisis actors working for the same rotten core source.
Back in multiple places, both my ankles and both my knees. I have in my left hand an RFID chip, that's my door key. In my right hand, I have an NFC chip that is my business card. In the middle of my right finger, I have a magnet that lets me sense EM fields. I have the contraceptive implant.
Yeah, woo! Yeah, I sold my soul for a bit of fucking plastic.
3D printed kneecap, and now 2 LED implants. If I travel, I have a near autoimmune disease, so I'm allergic to the world and everything in it, you know, fruit, veg, grass,
Yeah, this one is an organic portal.
pollen. Somebody sneezes in China, I'm going to get sick. Like, I have the...
Is that okay to say? Because half the things I've heard truth researchers say have been a lot less than that, and they've had their videos taken off them in a heartbeat by people without a beat of a heart.
worst immune system. And I've had a lot of medical procedures. It's just proactive versus reactive.
Him, on the other hand, I'm not sure. He's an odd one. I think he's a reptilian because, and no, not just because of the tongue lick, That's easy pickings. There's no responsive emotion to anything that anyone says. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Immune system. And I've had a lot of medical procedures. It's just proactive versus reactive. Instead of waiting until I'm
Then again, he could have just been looking at her tits.
I've had a lot of medical procedures. It's just proactive versus reactive. Instead of waiting
Anyway.
until I'm hurt and then getting something medically done to me, I can do something that stops me from getting hurt in the first place. Say I'm surfing off the coast of Spain and I trip and fall and
Right,
smack my
she's just getting on my nut now, so she must be getting on yours. I'm going to find the next point of interest. One moment. Okay, ready? You are going to now see a Canaanite witch in action.
literally none.
You've got none.
How controversial is
That's very.
You see? Do you see? It's quite attractive until you see the unattractive, which resides just behind the surface. Okay?
You have.
literally none.
You've got none.
Watch the face carefully.
How
See it crawling out?
controversial is
That's very interesting.
I agree, it is very interesting. But not as interesting as what she just stated. Listen. Because that's what's brought out the Canaanite inside her. Okay? Listen.
Jane Doe in some hospital. It has all of this stuff.
After a busy day of chipping her clients, I finally had the chance to catch up with Genova Rain.
What chips do you have?
Literally none.
You've got none.
How controversial is
That's very interesting.
She doesn't have any artificial devices implanted in herself. I wonder why.
Is it not?
Why?
I kind of kept it that way to make it interesting.
That's not an answer, is it? To make what interesting? That you don't have it, but you make sure others do? That's not interesting. It's just ironic. She looks away because she knows she can't give you the true answer, but I'm going to give you the true answer. Not the right answer. There's no right and wrong. It's the truth. Okay? There's a difference. The true answer is because this shit infects you. It changes your biological molecular levels and it fucks with your mind. Okay? Why would the person who has the ability to take the cancer out of someone put it inside themselves?
So the functionality that we have right now, it's for passwords and keys and starting your car and entering into your house or
If it was any of just that, just the things she's mentioning, don't you think she'd have it herself? Makes life so much easier, right? Why would all her clients be rushing in to get it done from her? She's telling you there's more going on without telling you a fucking thing. A toddler, guys, a toddler could work this out.
into your workplace. My workplace is here. We can't fit an RFID lockdown.
I know it's quite interesting that you are promoting it in a manner, yet you don't have them yourself.
For me, totally useless.
So when
This is totally useless. It's a fucking killer.
works out you're the chipper and not the chippee.
I'm the biohacker, not the biohacky. That's the one. Yeah.
But do you think there needs to be more regulation for this?
Definitely, yes. As far as I know, there's currently very little specific bylaws for this.
Of course, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do it.
For example, if you read through any of the tattoo and piercing bylaws online, they are talking about sharps, they're talking about waste disposal, all of which is exactly relevant to this. But at
It's Orange 33. Black and white for the duality.
no point in that is the term biohacking actually specifically mentioned. So I would imagine at some point there'll be an update to that
You wouldn't have it both on the same wrist. Don't tell me it's coincidence.
specific legislation simply just to include that term, because everything else for this is already relevant for piercing, tattooing, needles, waste disposal.
Is there more and more people now kind of...
What does that look like to you guys? Yeah.
Definitely. I started this about 7 or 8 years ago. It was just basic microchips back then. Not
Oh look, the blackened out upside down heart chakra. Danger high voltage. Voltage, lightning, Lucifer.
a huge amount of functionality, but it was more for people who just wanted to be a bit cool, a bit original, have something different. Now